Hello, welcome to another Flyover Futures discussions with the winners of Louisville Community Foundation's Vogt Awards. I'm Tom Cottingham. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Flyover Media Group. And today I've got Dr. Stevens Bonhomme with us, one of the winners and the CEO and the co-founder of Feedcoyote. And so, Dr. Bonhomme, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Tom. Thank you for inviting me.
No, our pleasure. So let's first, congratulations on being part of the 2023 cohort. That's a big deal. I understand you guys are now going through an accelerator.
Correct. Yes.
And what, in your third week? Fourth?
We are about to start the fourth week, actually.
All right. And that's, I'm sure, keeping you busy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. A lot of learnings. It's great. It's great to learn things on how to really build and scale your business. It's a great cohort as well, and everybody's very helpful.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've gotten to talk to a lot of the founders, and it's an amazing group of people. So, including yourself. So, why don't you start with a little bit of your background? You're clearly someone who can set stretch goals, and the PhD story is great. And so give everybody a quick rundown on your background and how you got to Louisville and how you accomplished getting your PhD while working full time.
Yes. Well, my name is Stevens. I am the founder and CEO at Feedcoyote. My background is basically in business. I have a master's in economics and a doctorate in business administration. I've had a chance to work at Microsoft for several years in different departments, different products. And really, with my passion for freelancing and being a seasoned freelancer, I identify a problem that not only myself was experiencing, but other freelancers that I talked to. And I figured, why not, build a platform that can help me as a freelancer and by extension, other freelancers. And that's how I got to talk to other freelancers, talk to my current teammates right now. And everybody was very excited about the idea. And that's how Feedcoyote was born.
Nice. So I just have to throw this in because I mentioned it and you're being a little modest, but you got a master's and then a PhD while working full-time at Microsoft.
That's correct.
By age 28.
Correct. Yes. That that was always a goal of mine, really, to push myself and see how I can reach my full potential. And having a PhD before 30 was one of my top main goals in life. So I was fortunate enough to be able to achieve that. And economics has always been my field of passion as well as business. So I think I couldn't be anything else but an economist and a businessman. So I'm glad I was fortunate enough to have that done.
Well, that's a great story, and all that work definitely prepared you for being an entrepreneur.
Yes, indeed.
Where you're working 20 hours a day. So tell us a little bit about Feedcoyote. There's some, I think, some interesting angles you guys have on the freelance market that are unique. So talk to me a little bit. I mean, you've been launched now for a little while. You've gotten feedback. Tell us about the big value proposition with Feedcoyote and how it's going so far.
Yes, the freelance industry is a very interesting field right now because it's been growing like massively, right? Over the last 8 years, it grew by like 33%. And the expectation for the next few years, it's going to continue to grow almost 14% year over year. And, as traditional freelance marketplaces or other platforms, they are primarily helping customers or clients securing gigs and which is a good approach, but at the same time they are missing out on the community aspect of it when we identify that, because freelance work is lonely, right? But yet community building and sense of belonging are what everyone longs for. So that's where Feedcoyote comes into play. We're building a community-based platform that not only helps freelancers thrive, but also grow their business as they move forward. So that's why our community-based platform connects freelancers around the world so that they can collaborate on big projects, complex projects, or even have the help that they need to grow their business based on skill sets that they're lacking for, because they just have they lack bandwidth. So
Right.
Feedcoyote is proposing that platform that's allowing freelancers to find a community, share resources, as well as grow their businesses in one place by integrating managerial tools as well into the platform.
Okay, so there's two big things you mentioned. One is that your customer is the freelancer, not
Correct.
the employer, and that's flipping it, which I think is really, really interesting. And part of that is because not only does the community aspect help with that sense of isolation,
Yeah.
but what you found is a freelancer may be hired to work on a project that has multiple components. They have expertise on one or two, or a few of them, but not all of them. And this is an opportunity then for them to reach out to other freelancers, right?
Yes, yes, because freelancers, although the field is growing, they're getting job opportunities, but they're also missing out on the ability to take on those complex projects because they either have lack of bandwidth or lack of complementary skills. So on Feedcoyote, they don't have to deal with that issue anymore because they can build their teams and have that community behind them to support them by being able to tap into the skill sets that we have on the platform and allowing all of them to work on complex projects, complete them faster, and make more money as a community.
Right. And this idea of freelance teams, sort of teams, pop-up teams almost,
Yeah.
is I think a really interesting idea, and it's certainly going to expand the number of projects that they can be involved in.
Yes, indeed.
So tell me a little bit about the feedback you've gotten so far.
Yes. I mean, of course, as a startup, we are building a platform not only to have a great impact on the world, but also bringing value to our customers. And the first step is to really ask them, how do they find the product? Like, how are they using it? What are the things that they love about it? What are the things that they would like to see in the next versions? I mean, the feedback has been great so far. It's the community aspect of it. It's the feeling to know that they have a team behind them and they have the ability now to take on more complex projects and achieve more just by having that, resource available to them. So right now we are heads down focusing on building all the community features so that we can expand on that value, but also the CRM aspect of it as well. They love the idea that they can manage the end-to-end collaboration all in one place instead of them having to look for collaborators on certain platforms and look for managerial tools on another one. So Feedcoyote combines both components and allow them to take on more projects and manage everything in one place.
Right. They must love that. And don't you also get involved in some of the back office stuff?
Yes, correct. Through our CRM component, we give them an entire suite of productivity tools from contract signing, centralized communication, contact management, all the way to payment processing. So the idea here is we want freelancers to do what they do best, which is work on their projects for their clients, collaborate with other freelancers, and don't have to worry about the back office stuff that they have to take care of because we remove that barrier for them.
Right. And that must be huge, right? They don't want to send out bills and do collections and contracts and all of those things.
Yes, because every week freelancers are wasting hours and hours looking for the right collaborators or the right gigs and the right managerial tools. We remove those hours for them so that they can potentially focus on increasing their earnings potential.
Right. So Vogt Award gives you $25,000 in
Correct.
undilutive funding. As entrepreneurs, we're always raising money and looking for money.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've got 10 different ways to spend 25 grand, but what are you going to do with the money? What are the next big milestones for Feedcoyote as you look at it?
Yeah, I think the grant comes in at the right time for us right now because we are in the expansion phase. Our platform is fully built out, is available on the web as a web app, available on iOS and Android as mobile apps. You know, users can access every feature, the full integrality of the platform. And we are currently available in multiple countries, right? So right now we are in the expansion phase where that money will be primarily used on operations, sales, and marketing, because we want to build the brand even stronger and reach those customers wherever they are in the world, because our platform is global. So in the next few months, I think it's the right time for us to get that grant, because in the next few months, we'll be able to focus primarily on expanding our user growth.
Right, customer acquisition.
Correct.
And your financial model is?
Right now, we are a subscription-based model. We provide plans starting at $8.99 per month. But as we bring more values to our customers can grow with our plans as well. And eventually, what we are trying to do here is providing them a platform that, compared to the cost, will be nothing, because the value that they will get from that platform will be tremendous.
Well, right. For a couple $100 a year, you can get a community, collaboration, back office. I mean, it sounds like a tremendous value.
Yes, indeed.
And just so everyone knows, I'm not an investor. But it really does.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. The whole paradigm shift that you guys have done is the kind of thing that great businesses are built on, right? When you look at a marketplace and say, can we flip this and serve the people that aren't being served? So I think that's a really great story. And the 25,000 to expand, the market and the brand. And then, are you currently raising money, or we're always raising money? Is there?
Yeah, I think right now the market it's tough right now, the investment market, because investors are being cautious, and money's not being deployed like before. But we are currently raising our seed round because we have a good product. We have a strong user base already. We just want to be able to reach those customers wherever they are. And to do that, we want to be able to bring on talents to help us with that, and also move faster with our product development and also with our marketing strategies. So indeed, we are raising our seed round. If interested, people can reach out to me, and we can discuss about that even more.
Well, I mean, I think that a lot of investors should be interested. And you're right, the venture environment has shifted substantially, really, in the last 3 or 4 years, 3 years, I guess. But there's some advantages to being in flyover country, and part of it is your burn rate is a lot lower. People in the Midwest aren't running out and furnishing fancy offices. So, I mean, $1 invested in Louisville, Kentucky, or Cincinnati or Kansas City goes a lot further than $1 invested in
Silicon Valley, for example,
New York or Boston or even Austin these days. So, I mean, investors can at least look at the fact that you guys are going to run lean and mean, and not be spending money frivolously, and having even a small installed base is of great value. So I wish you great luck in being able to.
Thank you. I need it, because stuff out there right now.
It's but that'll shift too. And we're finding that there are a lot more coastal VCs that are investing in flyover country, and there's a significant group of institutional venture capitalists who are really focusing on flyover country as a place to invest. And the market is certainly slower and different than it was, but they've still got a capital they have to invest, and they're still looking for great ideas and great management and a great team. And it looks like you've got the whole package there. So
yes, indeed. I mean, we're building something very valuable to our customers, very needed today in the freelance world, because we want to help freelancers grow and thrive in this environment, because there's a lot of opportunities out there. We just want them to be able to maximize on them.
Well, and the fact that you're global really expands the kinds of things you can have freelancers do.
We are already in over 100 countries. It's just amazing.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. All our user registration is coming from so many different countries, and it's just amazing to see the global response to the platform, which shows the global appeal for that. And now we just need to be able to double down on that growth and move faster.
Right, right. Well, it looks like you've got everything in place, and thanks again for taking the time to talk with us.
No,
And
definitely.
I wish you great success, man. Looks like you're really on to something.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And you're welcome to be a user on the platform, because we have different categories. We have for entrepreneurs, we have for business owners, and also, of course, for freelancers, because we want to bring them all the help and the resources that they need to really thrive in this economy.
Well, Stevens, thanks again. And for everyone out there, feed Coyote. And if you're a freelancer, sign up. And if you're an investor, give Dr. Bonhomme a ring. All right.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot. And thanks again for joining us and for listening. And look forward to our next conversation.
thanks again, Tom. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks.